To create a new GRV, we click on goods receiving. We assume that they've delivered the goods, you've checked the goods, and everything on the GRV is 100% right. Then I will create new GRV. So on the top here, we will then select our supplier and put in their invoice number. I click tab, and on order number, whoever the person was that checked the goods, or if you have a previous order number that you have used, type in the order number, and I'm just gonna say James checked it, and from here I click tab. So if I click on the searcher there, it will show me all the stock that I've bought from them previously. Let's say, for instance, you see what they've delivered for you, a new spice does not exist on Odyssey, then we can create it from the previous screen. If you know the item is on the system but you can't find it here, it means that you have never GRV'd it from these guys in the past. So then we can just close this one and click on the slider, and when I search for it again, I can see absolutely everything in my shop. But let's assume the item that we are bringing in does not exist on Odyssey. We will then click here at the bottom and say new stock. So there, all the rules for creating a new scale item, retail item apply. Please go and watch the video to create new stock. But once you created it and you say save, it will then automatically pull that line through to the stock GRV here. So we're going to assume everything is on the system, and we search it there, and we are getting in from these guys, let's say these aromats, and we are getting in some hind and short rib for the deli. We can now say accept. If you forgot something, you can now just add it by clicking on this one again, and the searcher will open up, and you can go and search for, let's almost say that one there. So on this side we got in 50 packets of 200, and I can now immediately go and say check my invoice. What is the quantity? Is 50, we've put that in, and what is the line total? It's better to do it like this, because now I can say, okay, so when I buy 50, the line total is 375. It will then work out exactly what the cost is there. So, or you could go and do the other way around, but it takes a bit more time. I can say I've ordered 50 and I got 50, and now you can manually go and work out what is 50 divided by their total, and go and put in your new cost price, either excluding or including VAT here. I think it's a bit easier just to say we got in 100 kilogram of beef, what is the total, and let's say that one is 49, and it will then work out your new cost price for you here on this side, making your totals here much more accurate. Short rib, let's say we got in 26 kgs, and again put in your quantity line total there on that side. The loose braai wors we got in let's almost say 11 packets, and once we're done and everything is good, we can now see here at the right hand side, that's the total of your invoice. You're happy with all the totals, it looks good. Then we can click on process GRV, and we will then click on process GRV there again. From here it will open up a printout that you can then print, staple to your invoice, or you can just use this GRV, unique GRV number, and write that on your actual supplier invoice. You can also export this if you need to email it to anyone, and we can also use this little gadget there to say, look, that is the total there. So we can do something like that. Once we're done, we close this, and we can close the screen, and it is done.